Like I should.
Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Tell me bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. You wanna be a fool for you?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Just another player in your game for two. Hug me, hate me, but it ain't no lie. Those aren't even the words. Tell me
No,
bye, bye,
I
bye.
think it's pretty close. Pretty close. How are
So
you, Scotty? Looking good. Really looking sharp. I feel very underdressed.
Sook, you know what? I feel a little overdressed for our show. Look at us on a Monday afternoon, a special. I just got done shooting, and we got Joey Fatone joining us in just a few minutes.
You mean
Uh,
the Joey Fatone? I mean
the
boy band
Joey Fatone.
royalty,
You're tearing up my
actor,
heart when I'm
dancer.
with you. And we are apart, and
When
we'll
we
be true.
oh gosh.
But no matter what. Sook, how was your Mother's Day, first of all? Let's get the formalities out of the
It
way.
was so good that I can't get up this morning.
You
And
overdid
that's
it a
the
little bit,
God's
huh?
honest truth, ladies. I hope you all had a Mother's Day like I did because I was snookered all
Suki,
weekend, I think.
Sook, who overdoes Mother's Day like that? Are things that bad on your end? What's
It's like
going
a
on?
pandemic Mother's Day. It's like you're
Yeah.
seeing people and you're like excited to I don't know if anybody else felt that way. But it was like a communion butted in with Mother's Day,
Oh,
butted in with
you went communion action, huh?
I went, who doesn't get drunk at a communion? Come on. My daughter was like, "This is the best communion ever." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's awesome." You know,
And did you get it roses yesterday? Eric
I
get you
got
some
beautiful
roses. What'd you
flowers, a
get?
beautiful card.
What'd you get? A
It was
little
all
Cartier
great. Saw my
necklace.
parents. You know
All
what?
right.
This was like the first Mother's Day. I mean, if you remember last Mother's Day, right? Nobody was doing anything. We were still like
No.
in our whole pandemic. Now we've got people who are vaccinated, who can see each other, who can go out to dinner. People were back in New York City, just so you know, having dinner
I
indoors.
was there. I was there yesterday in New York City. I went to a very great brunch place called 44 and X over
Hmm.
on 10th Avenue. And, the place was buzzing. It was, everybody was in there, a little brunch action outside, inside, and it was really felt like normal.
I know. I think everybody did. Hopefully, all of our ladies who are joining us right now had a wonderful Mother's Day. Celebrated. We got Cherry Hetrick, Pan Apolloni, Donna Frashettos.
Hmm.
John, I said Frashettos. It's Frashetto. I know.
Well, I was eating some
Craig,
prosciuttos a little while ago.
your buddy Craig is there. Craig Dyer. Jeannie Clay, Deborah Veely, Aaron
What do you got?
Myers, Jane Beer, Beverly Harrison, and Rory Wright. Everybody's
Roy, right?
here and
Everybody's
everybody's
there.
doing well.
So we're gonna, we'll start the show in a second, but I just wanted to ask you: did you see? Three's Company was one of our favorite shows
Three's
growing up.
Company too. Yep.
Suzanne Summers was a sex symbol. She played Chrissy Snow,
Yeah, we loved
uh,
Suzanne.
right on Three's Company. Well, just the other day, her granddaughter put out a picture
Oh yes.
of the two of them,
Share it.
and here's the picture. Can you imagine?
Amazing.
She's in her 70s.
I think
And
she's 75.
yeah, and I think that the granddaughter wrote, twinning with grandma. And it's unbelievable, Suzanne Summers. And she always says that her and her husband, who they've been married forever, they still fool around, Souk, 3-4 times a week.
Yeah,
Suzanne
yes, yep, yep.
Summers.
I mean, she's been preaching that whole healthy lifestyle for a really long time.
Ah,
I mean,
dude.
her body just, it is a gift. I mean, like really, she is gorgeous.
Souk, ask me right now, yes or no on Suzanne Summers. Just say it.
Oh, yes, I know it's a yes for you. I know you. I know you.
Unbelievable.
You're Lonnie
Absolutely.
Anderson, Suzanne Summers. I mean, I know who you are. I know you.
I had all the
Pam
posters.
Anderson. I know you. I
I had
know
all
who
the
you are.
posters.
The yes on all fronts. By the
Uh,
way, we do have some sad news, and and we posted it, and you texted me over the weekend that our
yeah,
really
yeah,
good friend of the show, come on, we had such a great time with her. It's
yeah,
so
Tony.
unfortunate.
Yep. Tony Katane passed away on Friday. I was shocked to see it over the weekend. I just texted with her like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know you told me.
Yeah, we were talking about, her finding a good guy for herself. She seemed like she was kind of, lonely at times, but she had two beautiful daughters. And she seemed like, she was just a lonely lady, even with all her fame and fortune. Remember she came on with us. She was asking us to hook her up with, Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen. She was like, because we were talking about the Jordan documentary. She was like, you know what? I think I'd like Scottie Pippen. And I was like, we think he'd like you too.
So, but yeah, very sad to hear that. But we'll talk more about Tawny. Sook, listen, you're tearing up my heart when I'm with you.
Okay, he's dying right now.
Yeah. Sook, you ready to get the show started?
Let's get the show started. It's a jam-packed
Joey Fatone is coming up. Joey Fatone, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. Here we go.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
It's musical. It's magical.
Whoa!
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
These larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You just got George's earwax all over your ears, bud.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Ain't no lie. Tell me bye.
Bye.
For you. Just another player. So Joey Fatone, very excited about this. Number one, you and I, huge NSYNC fans, right? Number two,
Huge.
The guy's a singer, dancer, actor, game show host. You know us. We love the game shows. Common Knowledge coming back for another season on the Game Show Network. Joey,
also,
of course.
Price is Right. He did the traveling.
Yeah, the traveling show. Who else did we have on who also did? Todd Newton.
Todd,
right?
yeah.
Todd was on. He was doing the Price is Right. So Joey just, he's living the life of a performer, Souk. The guy can do it all. He's not a triple threat. The guy's like a grand slam threat, if you think about it.
I do agree.
So he's
and
coming on.
At that.
Oh, he's a great guy. He's from our area, grew up, Brooklyn, New York. And he's also, Souk, listen, you better be ready because we had Dylan Lane on this show. I blew you out in Chain Reaction. I blew you away.
Did. I didn't understand Chain Reaction one bit. I was like,
yeah, you didn't even understand what we were doing. So Joey's coming on. It's a little easier, common knowledge, really straightforward questions. So we're going to play a little of that. Here's a bit of let me show you the show from Game Show Network. And then we'll bring Joey in on the other side. Take a look. It's really fun.
Hi, folks. Joey Fatone here with some new common knowledge. Now, the word new is from Middle English and means fresh or recently made. You may have heard it in phrases like new frontier or new day. But my favorite is new episodes. That's right. Common knowledge is all new. Join us for our fresh, recently made new season of Common Knowledge.
Common Knowledge, weeknights at 5:30 and all new episodes starting Monday, May 17th. Only on Game Show Network.
Welcome to the show that asks those practical everyday questions that everyone should know.
There's always something new to know on Common Knowledge.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And now what's new to know is what you need to know about what's new.
You got it correct.
It's all new episodes of Common Knowledge.
Surprise.
So now you know what's new to know about what's new. Common Knowledge, weeknights at 5:30 and all new episodes starting Monday, May 17th. Only on Game Show Network.
Souk, you
Our
ready
viewers already like Common Knowledge. Pam Apollonia saying,
forget it.
love it. Favorite
Forget
show.
it. Joey Fatone, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Joe, how are you, pal?
I'm fantastic. Not too bad. Running around, but good. How you been?
Did you have a good Mother's Day yesterday? Did you have a good blowout weekend?
I did. I had dinner with my mother and my brother and stuff like that. My sister lives a little bit down south, so she wasn't able to. So, it's one of those things where actually we can get out, since the pandemic and everything. So it's been good. It was nice.
It was really good, right? To get out, it felt really good.
Of course.
Felt good.
You go to restaurants, it's like 80 million people there because it's all Mother's Day. So it's like.
And you get panicky, right? You get panicky.
You're yeah. But it's like that early bird special. My parents are old, so we're like, all right, cool. We'll have 5:30, and we'll be good. So,
Joe, I got two quick, house cleaning items to deal with before we move on. Number one, the guy who's coming on after you, Chris Ruggiero, 22 years old, amazing singer. He sings like all the classics, Sinatra. It's amazing. The kid knows all the tunes and he sounds great. He was just backstage recently somewhere with your parents, right?
And he sent me an email, actually. I get a chance.
Yeah, I wanted to go see the show. I didn't get a chance to see it, but yeah, no, great guy, great dude. Great
yeah, great. So I did those are your folks right there, right?
And your father back in the day was in a doo-wop group, right? He was one of the original.
He wasn't famous in a sense. He wasn't like really big, but it was called the Orions. And he was in a band, and that's kind of how I got the influence of singing songs. I guess mostly doo-wop. Really, it was first like Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, the Delphonics, the Jesters, all those kind of people. Young people have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's stuff that I just grew up with. And then, I just had the love for doo-wop music. And that's kind of how we for me, got the love of a cappella and so on and so forth with NSYNC.
Yeah, that's so great, man. And the other house cleaning business, a very good friend of ours, Suki, and a young lady who actually works with me now at WWE, Elise Wick. Elise claims
I have to say hello, and I was like, I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. Elise claims to have been good friends with you back in the day, and I had to confirm it.
You can see the picture. Yeah, no, I've known Elise, gosh, too many years. She's been around a long time.
So great. And she just got engaged, by the way.
Elise. I know.
Just got engaged.
I didn't get the invitation to the wedding, though. Did you?
Not yet, no. But I did find out.
We love her.
I found out right after it happened, so I felt pretty special on that.
Right.
We both did. We're like, wait, Elise got engaged? What the heck?
It was at Disney too, right? It was like
yeah, Disney, the whole deal. You know what? I got engaged at Disney too on It's a Small World. It wasn't that special, all right?
Where dreams come true. It's where dreams.
That's what his wife says every day.
Yeah.
Making dreams come true.
So, Joey, listen, man, so much to talk to. Of course, we'll talk about NSYNC in a little bit and everything else, Dancing with the Stars. But Common Knowledge, man, you're doing third season, right? Just got picked up again on Game Show Network.
Thank goodness. It's just nice, obviously since the pandemic and everything, everybody's been kind of off and doing stuff. I was actually doing stuff on StreamYard as well for a thing called What Does Joey Know? But once this opened up, finally got the call, let's get back, season 3, just protocol with the whole thing with Common Knowledge. You can see that the people are a little bit more separated, as you can see. I don't move much because I have to stay in that area. It's really so excited to be back. I mean, it was almost about a year and a half, really, to do our third season. So we were just so excited to be back out there. And it's been a lot of fun. Again, what's really fun about it is the contestants on the show. That's what really drives the show, is really not knowing what's going to come out of their mouth or what they're going to say or what they're going to do, It's one of those things where you're just like, what is gonna like? It's funny because sometimes they'll come up with these things where they're like, oh, by the way, my mom was a doctor and she knows this and this, and they're dead wrong. It's like written in what was the poll. It was completely wrong. So it's so much fun, and hopefully give as much money away as we can. We give $10,000 if they win for the final round. 10 out of 7 questions they get correct, they win the $10,000. So
we love the Game Show Network. We're like absolutely, because I was telling Scott, anytime we have people from the game show, I'm like, this is like shows I can watch with my kids.
Yeah,
it's like awesome. It's kid friendly. It's fun. It's common knowledge. It's trivia.
You learn stuff every day. That's the nice thing.
Exactly.
And it's one of those things, like I said, it's where and what you said too, anybody from 8 years old, 7, 6, or people that can comprehend, all the way up to 99. People can watch it, so it's for all ages. It's not like no hidden really innuendos or anything like that.
Yeah,
some will fly every now and then.
And for a mother, you're like, get them off those goddamn devices, please.
And you know what the
what that is right there.
The amazing thing is, Joe, when you look at like the most famous game shows of all time, right? Even Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Price is Right. The most famous shows, the most popular shows are always the most basic.
Yeah.
Right. You take them even what you're doing right now. It's pretty basic question answer stuff.
But I think that's what the people really want. If it gets too complicated, then people just go,
Right. Not smart enough. I can't handle it.
Yeah. But also, let's be real here. When you're doing stuff in the house or with your family, whether you're sitting down, watching it, or whether you're cooking or something, you're learning something every time. So it's like people can watch it at any point in time in their life if they really wanted to. Meaning, like, it doesn't have to be everybody sit down and watch. It's like, hey, let's leave this running so we can hear some common knowledge. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's one of those things where especially if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We never come up with something new or something. Oh, we got a new thing for the game. When people start to do that, that's when it kind of tanks to me, I think. And it's like Wheel of Fortune, like you said, Let's Make a Deal, Family Feud. Even now, they went back from. I remember when Press Your Luck was really popular back in the day. They tried to do
Press Your Luck.
Whammy.
It didn't come out that great, though. It wasn't the way Pressure Luck was. And then Elizabeth Banks brought back Pressure Luck exactly the way it was. The only thing they did that was really cool because it was slick was towards the end, the prizes were pertaining to the person that was playing. So if the person always wanted a home, they got like a vehicle or something. That was a cool new thing about it, but they kept the same structure. It turned around. It did it. So it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't understand why people try to do something new when people love what they saw. You know?
That's it, man. That's it. The basics.
I want them to bring back Joker's Wild. I want them to bring back, Match Game. Remember Gene Rayburn?
Well, they did. They brought that back with Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin does Match Game, and Joker's Wild actually was done, and I'm pretty sure, and I don't know how long it went, but it was Snoop Dogg doing Joker's Wild.
Yes.
Really? I missed that. Okay.
Showing you how geeky I am about game shows and things that
you know your work. It's
That's
your
so
industry.
Funny. Well, listen, coming up a little bit later, we'll do a little common knowledge. Suki and I will go up against each other. I also, Joey, for you, because you also hosted the Singing Bee back in the day, I put together a little 3-question lyrics quiz for you.
Okay.
You'll have to finish the lyrics. We'll do that a little later on. But anyway, so Common Knowledge is coming back every weeknight, 5:30 on the Game Show Network.
Yep, starting May 17th. May 17th, it will be it. 1 week from today.
There you go.
It's exciting. Again, it's those things where I've always had a dream as far as doing a game show and hosting and hopefully leaving some sort of legacy like that, And I'm getting a chance to do it. Hopefully people will enjoy it, and we keep doing it for years to come. Now, if that doesn't happen, maybe I'll have to go for Pat Sajak's job. But other than that...
Right, talk about another simple show, man. It's Hangman with some money.
Drew Carey got in there after Bob Barker. Maybe I might get in there.
There you go. You got a good resume now. Right. All right. Well, listen, bro. Let's we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about NSYNC. It's sad. Or is it Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? I forget.
No.
Don't get it all twisted up. AJ before, or they're like, "Hey, you're like 97 degrees." I'm like, "Geez, I'm not even hot enough to be 90." Those things.
Can I tell you a funny story? This has to deal with the Backstreet Boys, but this is classic. So my friend parked in New York City, like by my apartment, and you know how it is. You never know if your car is going to be there the next day.
Right.
So, a night of great partying, hanging out and everything like that. She goes by to find her car on 34th Street. She was like, I know I parked it here. It was 32nd. I know I parked it here on 32nd Street. I know I did. And we're walking up and down. All of a sudden, she looked on the floor. She goes, my car was stolen. I was like, Jeanette, how do you know? She goes, they threw out the Backstreet Boys CD that
it was laying on the floor where the car was?
That's amazing.
So it was laying on the floor.
Hopefully there was an NSYNC CD and they left it in there.
That's pretty funny, man. That's pretty funny. Listen, 1995, you guys formed the band, right? And it was just kind of potluck. You all didn't really know each other before then, did you?
Certain people did. I knew Chris because we worked together at Universal Studios. He worked at a different venue than I did. And then JC and Justin were shooting the Mickey Mouse Club down in Orlando, Florida, where I knew some of the other Mouseketeers because I went to high school with them. Jen McGill was one of the other girls that I actually went to high school the same year, same grade. And I've obviously met Justin. I met JC. I met JC before I even met Justin because Justin came in later on the Mickey Mouse Club. But I've known JC almost pretty much. It's probably I think the third or fourth season that they had for Mickey Mouse Club. And I lived in Orlando, so I hung out with a lot of the guys. So we kind of knew each other. The only person we really didn't know was Lance.
Okay.
And Lance is the godfather to your child, right?
Sorry, say yes, he is. Yep.
He's the godfather. Yep.
I say godmother, but
I know it's all good. Listen,
it was really crazy though how we all kind of knew each other because with Justin though, it was Justin's vocal coach that actually led us to Lance. So everybody knew some sort of somebody in some way, shape, or form. Who we really didn't know though was Lance. I knew JC, I knew Chris, and I knew Justin. So that's a sexy look right there.
It's amazing, man. Yeah, look at you guys.
Look at that hair. Hair, or he looks like the girl from Ozark.
Yeah, he does. He looks like the girl from Ozark.
Somebody was calling Justin Timberlake's hair back in the day like frosted tip ramen. I'm like, oh my God, they're killing him.
Curly. His hair is naturally that curly. It wasn't like he permed it or anything. People were like, what did you do? It's like, no, that was his hair.
Joey, man, you guys, Fame didn't happen overnight for you guys, and before you know it, you're selling 1 million copies in a week. You're doing the World Series. You're doing the Super Bowl. You're doing the Olympics. I mean, that had to freak you out a little bit, no?
The journey that we went through was pretty amazing because it was one of those things where we started out in Germany. Like I said, we were there for about 2.5 years before we even came to the States. So the nice thing about that, believe it or not, is we were kind of trying to perfect our craft, really honing in on the choreography. And by the time we came into the States, things just blew up because we were basically a well-oiled machine already. Mm-hmm. And it's what we were and how we were. And it was just one of those surreal moments. You got when you were saying, beating, Adele. Adele beat us, but I'm saying beating the record for most album sales ever at one point was.
Yeah.
We sold 2.4 million in the first week, 1.4 in the first day. So it was one of those crazy things where it was like, ride the wave and let's have some fun. And that's kind of what I did.
Yeah, no, my God.
And who's the oldest in the group? Who is the oldest?
Chris. Is the oldest. Chris, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his old ass is turning 50 this year.
Wow.
He's like 40-something. I don't know what he is, 48, 49. No, I think he's actually turning 50 actually this year.
No, he's right there. I mean, it's like we all grew up together. It's like, it's fun. It's fun to see it.
Horrible that I still have that. I just realized that.
I was going to say, you still have that jacket, Joe?
I still have that actual jacket. I do. I have a whole little storage unit of a bunch of NSYNC stuff, and I've been actually in the process of moving to another house, getting a house. So I've been going through some stuff going, wow, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, oh wow. And so I'm not really fit anymore if I tried to put it on.
Is that the damn thing?
You're talking about Lance. I found this picture online of you two guys.
Yeah, I looked pretty sexy and in shape that time, didn't I?
What's happening here?
No one's gonna see this picture, are they? They're like, no. I was like, okay.
It's so cute, actually. It really is.
I think we were in Turks and Caicos or somewhere like that. I can't remember where we were exactly. Oh, St. Martin. That's what it was. We were in St. Martin. It was like my birthday. Adrienne Bailar was there. It was her birthday as well.
Oh, okay.
So we all had kind of a party together because it was a guy that brought us all a bunch of celebrities out. We just partied our butt off. That's what it was.
And when you guys, I remember you got back together a couple of years ago. It was at the MTV Awards, and you sang a couple of the old tunes. Man, you guys
went crazy.
Great. And it's how cool is it to come back together like that?
It was cool. It was the fastest 30 seconds. If you blinked, you might have missed it.
It's true.
Very briefly. But no, it was fun. It was weird. Again, it was one of those surreal moments. It was almost like we died and came back. And the reason why I say this is because we were backstage, and as we were walking backstage after we performed, because not a lot of people knew we were doing it.
Yeah.
So we performed with the five of us. It was so funny. I saw Drake, and I walked up and said, "Hey, man, congratulations on everything." I never met Drake before. Drake stopped as he was in passing. Stopped. He's like, "Yo, dude." He goes, "My pleasure's all mine. I've watched you," and I'm like, "Oh, really? That's cool." Think about it. And Ziggy's like, "No. I seen you in Red on Broadway. I saw you in Little Shop of Horrors. You were great." I was like, "Really, dude?" I was like, "That's cool." Drake, go and watch a Little Shop of Horrors at Red. All right.
That's awesome.
So it was real surreal. It was cool. Yeah, there it is right there.
There you are. You still have that jacket?
I do. I have the whole outfit. I do. I took everything. I steal everything. I think that's actually in Planet Hollywood at the moment right now. I think that.
Wow.
But there's Jay Rodriguez right next to me.
I was going to say, that looks like Jay Rodriguez. Yep.
From Queer Eye, yeah. He's a good friend of mine. We worked together, for 6 months straight. That's what I did. I did rent for 6 months, which was, again, another grueling thing, another weird chapter in my life where I've always wanted to do Broadway. Musical theater was my passion. And I got a chance to do, two shows on Broadway and then other shows like Summer Stock and stuff like that in other places. I did Rock of Ages in Vegas, which was great. So it's nice that, thank goodness I haven't sucked yet. That's what I always say. Things that I've done have done at least somewhat well, and no one said, you know what, maybe you shouldn't have did that. Maybe Jersey Shore shark attack, they say, but I got eaten by a shark, so people still love that. So maybe not. I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah.
Joey, can I ask you, are any of your kids musical like you and in music, have that innate talent?
They love to sing. My daughter, my oldest one, Brianna, who's 20, she is second year in college now. Crazy. Weird to say. And she sings, but we did one thing on YouTube. We were in LA and there was she got a job. She got a paid gig. She was supposed to play this girl's best friend, and they were making dog biscuits. It was like these dog cookies to make. They were all natural. She did the script. I'm like the stage dad behind her going, okay, all right, smiles. I had to keep backing up away from that. But the crazy thing about it is after she did it, she looked at it and she went, you know what? It's not for me. She didn't like it. She did it, but she's like, it's just not for me. So she's doing forensic. She's in forensic pathology. She's an archer.
Whoa.
Which is weird, but yeah, my little one, she might be the entertainer. And I don't know if it's going to be singing or not. I doubt it's going to be singing per se, but she is the ham. She loves to be creative. She makes these. She does. There's these Velociraptor Jurassic Park heads that they have, and you can put it's like a mask, and when you put your mask, you open the mouth opens up. But what these kids are doing is they're taking the mask and they're repainting them completely. So she's got like this one where it's like a gold. It's almost like the Masked Singer, where they're doing different things to it. So she has like a gold and black one that's in half with a kind of yellow brick road written kind of etched.
Oh wow!
Thing. She's got one that's like gray with all fur on it. So she's very creative in that sense. So who knows what I do though?
I love it. Joey Fatone hanging out with us, host of the Common Knowledge, coming back to Game Show Network, 5:30 weekdays.
Dud.
Let me see. Yeah, you look good, Joe.
No,
you look really good, handsome. I love the lighting.
Widen the suits are a little tight, and they widen the stage a little bit, so I look thinner.
Listen, man, whatever's working, bro.
Whatever works. Exactly.
Yeah, whatever works. That's what I'm talking about. We've had so many stars on this show over the last year, many who have been on Dancing with the Stars. It always seems like whoever's passing through had, there's been so many seasons of dancing.
802.
Yeah. I mean, we've had Springer and I can't even. There's been so many because I'm always pulling up the pictures, and they always say that was really one of the hardest things I've ever done as far as being on that show. Was it the same for you? I mean, you're a dancer, but was it the same for you?
No, a lot of people. I got asked the very first season, I turned it down. I got called the second season, I turned it down. I go, why do people want to see me dance? Because I've danced before. But
right.
In the respect is I never danced ballroom. I've never really done Latin. I've never done any of those kind of dances, and I've never really danced per se with a partner. I did it in high school, but that was like just lifting because they didn't have any boys to pick up the girls. Is basically what it really was. They threw us in there because I happened to be in a musical theater class. They threw me in almost like a ballet class. But it was literally just to lift the girls, and that was it. That's all we did. So when I got to Dancing with the Stars, it was like, it's like my brain. It's like teaching old dog new tricks, and to really try to hone in on your arms, your posture, and on top of that, you're getting judged. So it's one of those things where you're like, just don't screw up, just don't screw up, just don't screw up, kind of thing. And it was fun. I even said to Kim, I'm like, Kim, you know what? When I did season 4, I said, let's just have fun. If we screw up, we screw up. I don't want to have to think about that. And let's just keep moving. Let's have fun. And that's what we did. And we had a blast.
Yeah. And not a bad partner to have.
Easy. I mean, you made it look so easy.
Yeah, no, not a bad partner at all. Kim was awesome. Kim and Robert Herjavec have twins and stuff. It's crazy. Really
I love
great.
It, man.
We found love on the dance floor.
We found love on the dance floor. Joe, I got one more picture I'm going to pop out on you. What would you tell now, today, at your age, Joey Fatone? What would you tell this guy back in high school?
Keep the hair, buddy. It's going away.
Keep the hair.
Look
how handsome you look.
You know what? I won't say anything. You know why? Because you live and learn. Even though I had some ups and downs, I'd rather have those downs because it builds you as a character. If I had success all the time in my life, I would probably be cocky and a jerk. I'm like, I know everything. Because again, I'm not successful, or I haven't been successful all the time. I mean, people see the successful things, but there are so many losses and hits that I've taken as far as career-wise that maybe not people know, or they do know. But it is what it is. I mean, just like any artist or anybody that's like that.
But there's a certain drive with you, because most people would think like you were in that level with NSYNC on that global stage. But you continue to recreate. What is it about you that wants to continue to really continue to find and recreate and redefine who you are?
I think the love of entertainment. I think that's really what it is. Any form. I enjoy going out and hosting. I enjoy going out and singing. Yeah. I enjoy going out and acting and being creative in that realm. So, it's nice that I've had the access. It's nice that I've been very fortunate enough that, let's be real, doors have opened up because of NSYNC. But the thing is, those doors can open up, but it's my job to keep them open and not
keep
close
them open.
That's the problem with some people. People think they get too cocky or this and that. And I remember even my old manager, Johnny Wright, one of the things he even said, which just rings true to me every time he says it, or he said it, he goes, think about it. If you're number one in your game, where else are you going to go?
Right.
Yeah.
One other place you can go. Down. And not saying that you can drop, but you can't go any. If you are number one on this and you have made it, yeah, you can keep going there. But think about how much hard work that really is to try to stay at number one. And you're never going to be 100% all the time at number one. You know, Mike Tyson had many, many knockouts. You know, he was 0 for whatever for many years, but that one person knocked him out. Just
Busted Douglas.
Right. And what do? Dust yourself off a lot of times and get back up and just keep going. You got to do it. That's the thing. It sucks sometimes and it feels down, but you know,
it's good advice.
I'm like, what am I doing? You know, or one time I'm like, I ain't got no job. I'm not working. What the hell do I do?
Right.
Figure out, you know, you just got to keep cranking and keep persevering, keep going forward.
Yeah, you come up with a new talk show called the Suki and Scott Show is what you do.
Well, still called What Does Joey Know? As I said, we did it on Spotify. It came out to something that we just messing around with on Facebook. Now we do corporate events for it. Yeah.
No, it's phenomenal. Those are Joey Fatone, the host of Common Knowledge, 5:30 weekdays on the Game Show Network. Joe, I understand you came prepared with a little something for Suki. Suki and I, last time Dylan Lane was on,
I got killed, demolished.
Chain reaction. Suki got demolished by me.
I didn't even know what I was doing.
I have a feeling she might be a little more knowledgeable in the questions you came prepared. So let's give it a shot. Let's play a little
questions. Yeah.
Go ahead. All right, let's see how we do.
If anybody guesses the whatever, we'll both have you guys pick because it's multiple choice. Here's your question. At up to $5,000 per pound, $5,000 per pound, what is the world's most expensive spice? Is it saffron, ginger, or sumac?
Well, Suki's going to know this. Yeah. Well, if she says saffron, I'm going with her.
Saffron.
But what were you going to say, Scott?
Oh, I would have said sumac.
Saffron is correct. Good job, Suki. Very nice.
Only because when I was younger, I had poison sumac, so it kind of reminded me of.
It takes more than 50,000 flowers to make 1 pound of saffron.
Wow, yes. Jesus.
That's the prove out.
All right, one for Sook. Sook, don't answer until I do, so at least you know if I'm going to get it right.
Because you destroyed me in the last one, I'm just going to just bounce. I'm going to be like, boom.
All right, here we go. Which of the following items is magnetic? Is it aluminum foil, $20 bill, or 24-karat gold ring?
Oh, Sook, you know this? It's magnetic. So
$20 bill or 24-karat gold ring. What do you think?
I'm gonna go 24-karat gold.
Okay, Suki, what do you think?
I'm gonna go aluminum foil.
Well, you're both wrong.
$20. It's a $20 bill.
Dollar bills are magnetic due to a particular type of ink used by the Treasury. This is how vending machines spot counterfeit bills.
Oh, how awesome! Remember, like in science, we did we picked up the paper clips with. Didn't we use tinfoil?
I don't know. I don't remember. I never went to school, Suki.
That was back in the day. Now they found magnetic for the bill.
Exactly.
Oh man!
All right, here's another one. Good Housekeeping says a barbecue grill can be made nonstick by rubbing what vegetable on it? Is it cucumber, potato, or cabbage?
Jesus, I'd be bad at this game.
I'll read that question. Good Housekeeping says a barbecue grill can be made nonstick by rubbing what vegetable oil? What vegetable on it? Is it cucumber, potato, or cabbage?
I'm going to say cabbage, only because I wouldn't think it'd be cabbage.
I'm going to say potato.
Suki, you got two there. It's cabbage.
Correct.
The starches in the potato act as a barrier between the food and the grill.
Damn.
You're doing really great. Keep it up.
Common knowledge isn't so common.
Here we go. What state's tourism slogan is, honestly, it's not for everyone? Is it Nebraska, Wyoming, or South Dakota?
That's Wyoming.
Suki?
How do you say it so firmly, Wyoming?
Because I know it's Wyoming.
Well, you know it's wrong. It's Nebraska.
I was going to say Nebraska. Wow.
I am so bad at this.
Reveal its new slogan in late 2018 about how many hair follicles does the average human scalp have? Oh, that's the next question. That is weird that I just read that because it ran into the whole thing. Sorry. Here's the next question. How many? Yeah, people wrote this. I didn't write this. About how many hair follicles does the average human scalp have? Is it 50,000, 100,000, or 200,000?
Well, are we going by me or you, Joe? Which hair? Which head?
What time? What year?
I'm going to say 200,000. I got to imagine there's a lot of hair follicles.
Yeah, I agree with Suki.
Are we talking about the shaft or the follicle?
Yeah. Follicle. Can you say shaft on this show?
I just did.
Yeah.
I just did.
You can shoot down a shaft. You can shoot the shaft on the top. Or another shaft. So you're both wrong. It's 100,000.
Oh, wow. 100,000. I think I was 0 for 5.
Yeah, you lose about 50 to 100 hairs every day. That's what happens. Here we go.
Jesus.
Statistically, which of these is more likely to happen to someone? And this is by the numbers. Is it struck by lightning, winning the Powerball, or being born a triplet?
Struck by lightning.
Wait, which one is most likely to occur?
Statistically, which of these is more likely to happen to someone?
Okay. All right. And they always say you got a better chance of getting hit by lightning than winning the Powerball. But the triplet deal, Suk, I'm going to say the triplets.
You are correct, Scott.
Ah,
very nice. Got
little deduction right there.
Hey, we had 2 or 3. I'm not paying attention. I don't care. It says 1,000 people are born a triplet.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, look at me getting one right.
Question. According to Glamour magazine, rubbing which of these edible ingredients on a pimple works best to help clear it up? Is it crushed aspirin, peanut butter, or Crisco?
Oh, I think that's Crisco. I think I've heard Crisco, Suk.
I have no idea. I'm going to say crushed aspirin.
You are correct, Suki.
Damn.
You crushed it, girl. Aspirin contains celiac acid. Yes, am I saying that right? Yes.
So funny.
Celiac acid.
Yep. Which is found in many other counter acne medications.
Really? Yeah.
So I guess what? Dude, you're the winner on that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Suk.
I didn't know, but you know what? Some of it makes sense, right? You know, if you think about the money machine, like you're right, it has to be magnetic to be able to figure it out.
So another thing that's really funny is I always ask the question, do you know who's on a $50 bill?
Yeah.
Who is it, Suk? It's not Frank. He's
Jackson, right? Andrew Jackson?
That's a $20 bill.
Who's the 50?
See how
Jefferson. I'd be awful at these common knowledge questions.
It's actually Grant.
Oh, it's Grant.
Oh, Grant.
Who's buried in Grant's tomb? The $50 bill. All right, Joe, listen, before you go, and your pal Chris Ruggiero comes on, I got a quick finish the lyrics for you.
Go for it.
All right? These are 3. I'm going to give you 3 songs. I'm going to read them to you so it's not as easy
to
get it. All right? And it may be in like a William Shatner type tone. So here you go.
He's got you.
Here you go. I'll finish it. You pick it up when I'm done.
You got it.
Every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't want to lose it again.
But I'm not like them. Maybe when you finally find someone like me.
Nice. 1 for 1. Here you go.
I think that was lyrics.
That's easy, Scotty.
Yeah, give me a harder one. Go ahead, throw it down.
Baby, don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand. What I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, I go down?
Yes.
I gotta think of it now. It depends on the first verse and the second verse. This is where I get a loose. In the corner of my mind? Is that the verse?
Damn it.
Maybe it feels like we're running out of time. So baby, let it go. Just let me know. Yeah, baby girl, let me know. I am down on my knees.
Jesus.
I can't take it anymore.
You've sung these songs way too many times.
But when we are apart, I feel it too.
You're tearing up my heart.
When I'm with you. Why? You gotta give me NSYNC songs.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to give you NSYNC. Here's the last one.
Oh, really?
I didn't, listen, sometimes it's not that easy to come up with your own lyrics.
Well, true. On top of that, I don't sing those lyrics. I'm usually
all of those lyrics, yeah.
So like me and Lance sometimes, they'll ask us sometimes for lyrics and we're like,
that wasn't our part.
Here you go, Joe. Last one. And you'll know the song, but will you know the lyric?
I don't know.
You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever wanted. Yeah. So tell me what to do now.
Because I want you back. Yeah, fine. Okay.
No, sorry, you missed Joe. You missed an I. I'm sorry, bud. You missed one. Joey, thank you, man. Listen, best of luck. Common knowledge.
So much.
What date does the new show come out?
17th, May 17th, 5:30. Weekdays at 5:30. May 17th.
Wow, May 17th. So that's a week from today.
Week from today.
Week from today. Joey Fatone, ladies and gentlemen. Joe,
Great
thank you, my man.
Joe, you're so wonderful.
You guys have a good one. Take care. Don't party.
You're the best, Joe.
My boy said, "What's up?"
You got it, brother. Take care. That was great, Suk.
What a great guy.
Yeah,
so
very
down to
nice.
earth, so wonderful. May 17th, yay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Common
loves
knowledge
him.
Coming up. Let's pop it in there one more time.
Everyone wants to say bye, Joey.
Bye, but you want to be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. Love me, hate me, Suk, it ain't no lie. Bye. Suk, let's bring our boy Philly in. Philly's here on a Monday.
I want you back. Man, that Joey.
You're going to save me because I whooped it up so many times this weekend that I am whooped out.
Phil, Suki, Mother's Day it a little too hard yesterday. So I told her.
Can you tell? Look at me.
I said when we bring Chris Ruggiero in, I said Phil would love that because Chris loves those classic tunes, 50s, 60s, 70s, and that's all you guys. So Suk, listen, enjoy the rest of your Monday.
I love you guys. I'm just gonna go right back to bed and take some Tylenol.
Go drink a Bloody Mary. Go do something, and
I'm not drinking for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, that's you know that's like getting a hair of the dog that bit you, right? So
I can never do that, Phil. I can never do that. Sucked.
Get to feeling better, Suki.
I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Thank you, Philly. Bye, Scotty.
All righty.
See ya. So funny. Philly kid, what's going on?
Not too much, man. Bright and early on a Monday morning is doing the Suki and Scott show.
Well, listen, it's not so early, over here in the East Coast. For you guys in Oklahoma, it's about an hour behind, right?
Yeah, it's 12:40 here, so
nice. And Phil, listen, you and I coming off another triumphant duet. I'm Still Standing. Finally put that out by Elton John. Another, how many? What do we get? About 100,000 on that one?
Oh yeah, it's up to something like that. It's very well received. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
I think our Knock 3 Times, Tony Orlando, is topped out at about 890,000 views, which isn't bad.
No, not at all. I would like to get that little push to 1 million there. You know,
right? Give him a
but
million.
hey, I'll take what we can get. It's not bad at all.
Well, Philly kid, I'm glad you're here because our next guest is he's right up our alley. Phil, 22 years old, Chris Ruggiero, and he might as well be Bobby Darin, singing all the tunes. The kid's in Vegas. He's doing shows on PBS. Let me show you a little bit. Now, what I did was I grabbed a promo for his show. April 18th was his show, but I grabbed the promo because it gives you a little insight into who he is and what he could do. So forget about anything that it says on the date. This is just to introduce you to Chris Ruggiero. Take a look, and then we'll bring him in on the other side.
The hard part is living without love. Without your love, baby, I would die.
Chris Ruggiero comes to Las Vegas for one night only, Sunday, April 18th.
I love you, baby.
As seen on PBS TV, Chris Ruggiero breathes new life into the timeless classics of the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
I was alone, I took a ride, I didn't know what I would find.
Your favorite songs as you've never heard them before.
What is the loneliest number that you...
Chris Ruggiero, live on stage at the Italian American Club.
Dimmi quando tu vedrai. Dimmi quando.
Dinner show tickets are on sale now at iacvegas.com or by calling 702-457-3866. Don't miss this show.
Right, Philly, right up your alley, my friend.
Yes.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Phil.
How you doing? How you doing, Chris?
Good. How are you?
Good, buddy. Good.
Chris, man, what's going 20? You're 22 right now, right?
I just turned 22 a few weeks ago. Actually, about a month ago now it is.
Wow, that is unbelievable, man. So what is it about all those classic standard tunes that Phil and I, we're having fun with? What is it about those songs that makes you want to sing that instead of, the music of today?
Well, it must be a past life or something. I must have been born way before my time because I have such a connection with these songs that it's kind of like some of them I hear and I know them before I've ever even heard them before. They have such a strong lyric and great melodies. And it all started when I was in my grandpa's car. I was 12 years old. We were on our way to my Little League baseball game. And he had a song on by Larry Chance and the Earls playing in his car. And I heard it and I said, Poppy, what is that? And he said, that's doo-wop. And I said, what's doo-wop? I never even heard of that word before. And so I went home after the baseball game and I downloaded every song that I could possibly find that had anything to do with doo-wop and 50s and 60s music. And that was pretty much it. Right then and there, I just kept listening to that music and I learned it as if I grew up back then.
Nice. Hey, I got to tell you, yeah, you are, and you described it, you are an old soul, obviously, at 22 years old. You obviously, you're an old soul with a golden voice. And, Scott sent me a little promo about you and I was reading up. And so I went on YouTube and I was listening to some of your songs like You Belong to Me, Put Your Head on My Shoulder came out of your mouth and I got goosebumps. And I got to tell you, that is one of my favorite songs that you do. I mean, do people send you a lot of requests? And if so, what are some of the biggest songs requested?
Well, first, thank you. First of all, I'm glad that you liked it. We always get requests. We get requests backstage, emails, and it's always about the love songs, the requests. There'll be songs like Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, Put Your Head on My Shoulder, Unchained Melody, songs that are timeless, that have just a beautiful lyric.
Yeah, no, it's great. And Phil, Phil's done those all a cappella on the show because that's what we do. We have a little overtime, and then Phil and I sit here, and Phil sings, I try to sing, and we just have a lot of fun. What's your favorite one to sing, Chris?
My favorite song? Well, that's strange. Everyone asks, what's your favorite song? And it kind of depends. I have my favorite fast songs and I have my favorite love songs. So my favorite fast song, I'd have to say, is Crocodile Rock. I love singing Crocodile Rock because everybody gets up and dances and just has a good time. Everybody feels like they're a kid all over again. And as far as love songs go, the real slow, mushy songs, I love singing Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. I think it's one of the greatest songs of all time.
Oh, it's great. Can you give us a little of that a cappella while you're sitting here?
I think I can.
You could do that, right? Come on, let me hear a little bit. Go ahead.
We'll try. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. And now, if you want the rest, I think I'll need my string section to come in.
Can you get those guys in? Everybody's that's great. Philly, give him a little of that. Go ahead, give him a little Righteous Brothers. I know you got it in your repertoire. Oh, wait, hold on, Phil. Hold on. I had you muted.
Oh, thanks. Set me up. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. But I don't sing near as good as Chris does.
That was good. That song's actually going to be on my new album. I'm coming out with two new albums.
Wow.
And so the first, and I'm really excited about it. So the first album is basically all the songs the way that you remember them. Songs like Unchained Melody, songs like Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Chances Are, and they're all pretty much the way that they were back in the 50s and 60s when they came out. But what I'm most excited for is the second album that's coming out, because those are all brand new arrangements done by Charlie Colello. He arranged music for
Charles
Frankie
was
Valli
on
in
our
the fourth
show.
season.
Yeah, we
He
had
was?
Charles on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Charles
I'll
was
have
on
to
a
ask
couple
him.
months ago.
I'm going to see him. I'm going to see him in 2 days.
Yeah. Charlie Colello. We had him on. We did a whole thing with him with Frankie Valli and all the hit makers that he rose to the charts with him. And then we did a fun little segment with him, right, where we all pretended we were coming in to audition for him. And I sang, Phil sang, and Suki sang.
Oh, really?
I think he threw me right out of the office. And I think Phil, of course, is the big winner. But yeah, Charles Colello was. We loved having him on. Tell him we said hello.
I definitely will.
Listen, you can't be in cahoots with a better guy right there.
Oh no! I mean, he had 38 top 10 hits, chart hits. So I mean, you just don't get any better than that. I think he actually had the most out of anyone.
Yeah, he's a legend in the business. Yes. Now you're talking about these albums. When can we expect for them to drop? Because I am waiting with bated breath to put them on my playlist.
Sure. Well, we're thinking right now that they'll be out June 30th. So we'll see. I think that'll be the date. We're taking pictures tomorrow and we're finishing up the album this week. Hopefully we'll get most of the stuff done. So, and I'm really excited for it. The stuff that Charlie did is incredible. I mean, every time we go in the studio with Charlie, he's so excited and he's 80 years old now, but he comes in the studio and he's got more energy than any kid that I know. He's sitting at the soundboard and the guys are playing. And the smile on his face is incredible that he still loves this after all the years, and he's great at it. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm really happy with the stuff that he wrote. I can't wait for people to hear it.
Nice. If you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life, and that's the way that's the way he does. Yeah. I mean, he's awesome.
I think that's why all of us are in the business, because we love what we do, and that certainly is how it is for me.
Give me a little chances are, can you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin, the moment you come into view. Chances are you think that I'm in love with you. Was that enough for you?
Nice. Woo! Okay, I take it back. It's not just the one song that gave me chills. They all do. No, thanks, good, man. You are
Chris,
awesome.
Where are you from? You've definitely got a northeastern accent, right? Where are you from?
I do. I try to hide it as best I can. I was born and raised in New York, in Westchester, New York, which is about an hour north of New York City.
Of course.
And I just moved to Florida, Boca Raton.
Yes, you're in Boca. Look at you, huh?
Yes. I love it here. The weather's so nice and it's great. It's so much different. The living down here is very different.
Yeah, no, it's wild. I was just there a couple of weeks ago with the family, Delray and the Boca area. Yeah, Palm Beach.
I'm there all the time on the weekends.
It's great. And I was showing Joey was on before when he first came on. I was showing him the shot of you with his parents. Oh no, that's the Righteous Brothers. I'm sorry. That's not his parents right there. This is his parents. With Joey's parents, and he was like, yeah, man, I love Chris. We were emailing the other day, but this was where backstage at a show you did?
Yes, this was in Claremont, Florida, where I believe they live near there. And they're the nicest people in the world. They really are. And, they were at the show. They came backstage, and it was great meeting them. And I'll probably see them again soon. And, I have to say, I went to college and everything, and I actually just graduated. I never really paid attention in class at all. It wasn't my thing. But I have to say, most of the stuff that I know is from watching Joey
from his
Common
show?
Knowledge from his show. I mean, did you know that the omega-3 in salmon is good for your skin and it, makes your skin look better? I mean,
I know.
That stuff, they didn't teach me that in college.
They probably
didn't. That in school.
You didn't pay attention. That's all they taught you.
They might have, but I doubt it.
Hey, Chris, besides being a very, very talented singer who gives people goosebumps when you sing, I know that you also have a huge, huge heart, and you helped start the Nick Wanakani a fundraiser for Any Ball, Any Bucket Challenge that raised a lot of money. How did you get involved in that?
My manager actually was telling me about them. He worked with them before, and he's known them over the years because they're in Miami and he's in Florida as well. And I looked at some of the stuff they were doing, and I thought it would be really cool to help them out. And it was actually fun. We had to build, I forgot what it's called, but they did an Any Ball, Any Bucket challenge.
Yeah, any ball.
So
any
basically,
bucket.
you had to get a ball into a bucket of some sort. So it could have been something as simple as shooting a basketball into a basketball hoop, or you could have done something crazy and built a whole crazy, I guess, theme park, you could say, in some way to get this ball into a bucket. So I tried to do that in my basement with dominoes and cards and marbles and basketballs and blow dryers and stuff. And it was cool. It took all day, but it was worth it. And I'm glad that I could help.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's like I say, you got a huge heart. As a veteran, I work with veterans groups, including paralyzed veterans, and just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. You do people a lot of good. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you for your service. I did something with the Wounded Veterans once, and that was great. It made a lot of memories that I'll never forget.
Thank you.
Wow, so Chris, I have another request. If you could
Sure.
do a little "My Eyes Adored You."
Okay.
I'm trying to give you the easy ones that you don't really need background.
I don't need, well, you can chime in anytime you'd like. We can try to do background. My eyes adored you, though I never laid a hand on you. My eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far.
Carried your books from school. Make believe you're married to me.
So you know the words.
Oh, well, go, dude. Phil and I sit here all day. We sing the songs all day.
Yeah, after the show, we have what we call the OT.
Yeah.
And Scott and I just get down, singing tunes.
Oh, that sounds fun. I want to do that.
Yeah, bro. Well, you're doing it. You're in it right now. You're here. This is it. It's like, two drunk old men hanging out singing tunes. Except Phil has a huge following from his singing. This guy's he's got women all over the country who go crazy for him.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm happily married 40 years. So let's put that.
Yeah, we'll throw that in there, Chris. But,
well, I've noticed the same thing at my shows actually over the past year, and it humbles me every time, and it absolutely amazes me. I have a lady who comes all the way from Pennsylvania to any show that I do, and her goal is to see me 101 times.
Wow.
And so far, she's been to every show we've done. She flew to Florida. She flew to Las Vegas to the show. She came to Florida twice, actually. She went to Ohio to a show I had in Cleveland, and she has not missed a show yet. So I think
that's wild.
I don't know how many she's got left. I have to ask her, but she's keeping track, and she's dedicated, and she's going to make it till 101 shows.
Nice. On the social media platforms that you're on, you probably get messages like I do. Messages from people who are, sometimes have bad situations, bad health, whatever. And they say, hey, thank you for, taking our minds off of, our issues for a few minutes. And that, to me, that touches my heart. And I'm sure it does you the same way.
It does. Every show that I do, afterwards, I go out and I like to speak to the audience, and I like to take pictures and meet them. And there's always somebody that comes up to me and tells me a story. And I think that it's really great. And I get so sad sometimes because the stories that I hear are just
right.
It's terrible. Some of the things that have happened to these people.
Yeah,
but,
I noticed.
You can take your minds away. You can take your minds away from that for a few minutes. Then you're doing a service to people. And again, good job.
Yeah. I had somebody come up to me at my show in Vegas. And they told me they were there, and their son had cancer, and he was about my age, and they brought the sister to the show just to take her mind off of her brother who's not doing well. And when I heard that, it made me so happy that I could make other people happy, doing what I love. And speaking of Vegas, I'll be back there. I'll be back June 17th. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, everything's
nice.
We had a great time.
Are you ever in the New York area? You have any dates coming up for this area?
I will actually be in New York. I don't have the exact dates yet, but it's going to be in the fall.
All right, great, man.
I'll be in New York in the fall. I'll be in Manhattan. I'll be in Westchester. I'll be right by my hometown.
That's great.
Nobody knows yet, but I will be there. And people, if people would like, they can go to my website and they can sign up for my mailing list. This way, they never miss a show. If it's in their area, they'll get an email.
I love it, man.
Sweet.
And you, I was looking on your social media earlier today, you do a lot of cooking videos too, right?
I love to cook.
I mean, geez, Phil, 22 years old, the guy's doing cooking videos.
Yeah. I was reading about that. What's your favorite dish to cook up?
Oh, well, I'm a big pasta person, but if I have like 5 hours set aside where nobody's bothering me at all, I like to make ravioli, homemade. I use my machine, and I like to make like spinach ravioli or lobster ravioli, stuff that like you wouldn't find in a restaurant at every restaurant, like
That's
the hard
great.
stuff to find. And
Nice.
it's time consuming, but I love it because I love to cook for people. I don't even have to eat it. As long as everybody else eats it around me and I see that they're happy and I made them happy, then I'm fine. And it's the same way as being on stage. So it's just like about making people happy. And as long as there's people around while I'm cooking, it's great because this way I won't gain weight if they're eating and I'm watching.
Phil, where did I go wrong with my kids, Phil? Where did I go wrong? They don't want to make anybody happy, especially not me. Chris, what's your favorite Sinatra tune?
My favorite Sinatra tune is "It Was a Very Good Year."
Nice.
I'm a big Sinatra fan. It's more of a recent discovery, though, for me. I didn't grow up, listening to him too much. He was always on the radio in our house, but it never, I guess, struck me, and I never paid attention to it. But now I'm a big Sinatra fan, and I don't do any of his songs on my show, actually. But maybe someday I will. And "It Was a Very Good Year" is definitely my favorite song.
Can you give me a little?
Yeah, I guess I could try. I never sang it before.
Oh, you never sang when
I never sang. Yeah, when I was 17.
Go ahead.
It was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town boys and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green. When I was 17. Now I can't do the next verse because I'm not.
You're not up there yet.
The next one is 21. It keeps going and going and going. So I'll have to do it every 10 years. A verse every 10 years.
When I was, wasn't there a 21? When I was.
Yeah, that's the next
21
verse.
is the next one, and then after that, then it goes up and up. Then 35.
It was a very good year.
But I just love the arrangement on it.
I'm just amazed, at your age that you love these tunes, man. Listen, my kid, one of my daughters is almost your age, and she wouldn't know these songs if they, hit her with a truck.
Well, I have to say, when I was in middle school, none of the kids knew these songs. I was kind of an outcast in middle school. I had no friends because I couldn't relate to anyone. They were all listening to Justin Bieber. And not that I don't like Justin Bieber, I do, but that wasn't my music. I didn't even know it at that point. All I heard on the radio was his song "Baby, Baby, Baby."
Baby,
I was playing, which was
baby,
playing nonstop, and it was a good song, and the girls loved it. They'd be singing up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
But I couldn't connect with anyone because I was listening to Paul Anka and Frankie Valli. So if I put this music on, we were in the car, they would look at me like I was nuts. And until high school, that's when it all changed. I started actually, I guess, influencing kids in the school. And I'd be walking down the hallway and I'd hear somebody playing "I Only Have Eyes for You." And I would turn around and I'd say, how do you know that song? Well, because they watched the movie last week and "I Only Have Eyes for You" was in the movie. Well, put your head on my shoulder. And now I get in the car with my friends and they listen to more of my music than their music now. It's great. And I hope that someday, all the kids my age are like that. And then we'll have this music back.
I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I could do that whole Ludacris part from that "Baby Baby" song.
Me too.
When I was 13, I had my first club. Right, there was nobody that can come between us that can ever come above. Paul Paul,
How could you not know it? It was on the
Phil,
radio all day.
Yeah, it's insane. My daughter and I sing it all the time. I have an 11-year-old too. Paul Anka, before you leave, you got to hit us with a little Paul Anka before you go.
Yeah, well, speaking of Paul Anka, that was a great experience. When I was on PBS TV, I sang one of his songs, and I had two of his songs, excuse me, and I had 6 young ladies behind me on this stage, and it was when I was on PBS, I was 18 years old, and that was the first time I was ever on stage with a band. I got a call from the guy. His name was TJ Lubinsky, who was the producer for the whole PBS show, and he asked me, what key do you sing these songs in? I had no idea. I never sang with a band before.
What's that mean?
Yeah, exactly. And but we went on stage, and we were actually the only group that didn't get a rehearsal. Everybody got a rehearsal before the show, but me. Right. And I was the most green. I didn't know what I was doing, and we pulled it off anyway. We actually didn't need to do any retakes. And that was the time of my life because I sang "Put Your Head on My Shoulder," and it came out nice. But of course, I look back now and I say, "Oh well, I wish I would have done that. I wish I, wouldn't have done that. If only I knew back then." But you live and you learn.
Yeah. That leads me to this question, Chris. I like to ask people whenever I interview them, and I know you're only 22 years old, but you seem like an old soul, and you've actually been in the business for a while. What advice would you give somebody? What advice would you give a very, very young Chris just starting out?
Well, dedication for sure. You have to put your time into it. It's got to be something you love. You can't force it, and you have to be a real people person and love making people happy. But I'm not in this for me because I like to stand on stage and just sing. I like to stand on stage and look out and see the twinkle in people's eye and know that I made them happy. So that would be my advice, is that you have to love people and you have to love making people happy.
Beautiful.
Nice.
All right, now give us some Paul Anka, would you?
Okay. Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight. Show me that you love me too. I can't wait. That song is on my new album, on the second one. And Charlie Colello, as we said, arranged it. And it's one of my favorites on there. It's more of a jazzy tune, and it's beautiful. The saxophone on it, it gives me goosebumps when I hear it. And actually, when Charlie was listening to it, he was actually crying. So that was great. So I can't wait for everyone to hear it. I'm really happy with the way it came out.
Charlie Colello, the Hitman, they call him, the Hitman.
Yes.
Chris, listen, man, tell him we said hello.
I will.
Tell him we said to make you famous like he did with everybody else. And when you before your album comes out in June, come back on, man. Come on. We'll sing a little more and we'll promote the album for you.
I'd love to.
Yes.
All right.
It's definitely going on my playlist when it comes out.
All right. Thank you.
All right, my friend. Listen, man, have a great week. And thanks for coming on, bud. We really enjoyed it.
You guys
Good
too.
time.
Thanks for having me. I had a great time.
Thanks,
care,
Chris.
buddy.
We'll see you, man.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Wow, Phil, 22. Could you believe that?
What a good kid, man.
Yeah,
Gosh. Wow.
20, what were you doing when you were 22? Were you in the military yet? You weren't in the military yet, were you?
Yeah, I was already in the military.
At 22?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I joined when I was 18. So
really?
Yeah, right out of high school.
All right, listen, since he's got me on Paul Anka now, could you give me a little Paul Anka?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing that one. He
Put Your Head on My Shoulder.
Yeah, I love it.
Go ahead.
Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight. Show me that you love me too. Put your lips next to mine, dear. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight. Oh, maybe you and I will fall in love. Boom.
Put your lips next to mine, dear. Oh, man. What a show. What is Joey Fatone? My God. Joey Fatone's been through it all already. I mean, just around the world and back, dude.
Yeah, but what's so great about him is that, you know, he's done it all, but it seems like the type of guy that wakes up every morning and says, wow, what can I do next? I'm ready to go.
Right. Well, that's what he said, man. He's, you know, he gets a lot of joy doing acting, singing, whatever it is. Yeah. You know, kind of like us, Philly Kid. We act, we sing, we dance. I look like a game show host today.
That's all right. You look sharp. You know, we were out shopping the other day, and my wife said, "Hey, I want to get you let's get you a sport coat." I'm like, I don't want a sport coat.
Yeah, what are you gonna wear a sport coat for?
Yeah, just give me a hoodie. I'm good.
It's Monday, so all morning I was doing, you know, my WWE stuff, and then Joey Fatone show came up, so I figured, hey, you know what? Let me look good for Joey.
Yeah, another one of the songs that Chris mentioned.
Go ahead. And, I mean, listen, he was right in our wheelhouse.
I know, man. Love that guy. My eyes adored you. And though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far. Carried your books from school, playing make-believe you're married to me. You were 5th grade, I was 6th, when we came to be. Walking home every day, over Bonnycut Bridge and Bay, till we grew into the me and you, who went our separate ways. My eyes adored you.
Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far. I will survive. Hey, hey.
Hey, here's another one that I saw Chris sing, which I loved. I don't think I saw any song that I didn't love that he sang.
Oh, no, it's all our stuff.
Yeah.
22 years old.
Yeah, you'll recognize this one.
Go ahead.
See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise on a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me.
You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to put together like one of those commercials, but with you singing all the different tunes. You know, order now the songs of the 60s and 70s. You know, and you know how they always have the songs going up, rolling through.
Order now.
Order now.
Order now. This magic moment.
Phil
it is a magic.
Phil sings Frankie Valli.
It'll be a magic moment when you order at the 1-800 number now.
Yes, that's I81U812. Just order right now. Order now, and you'll get a second CD absolutely free. Remember they used to have, what was the company that used to send you the ads in the mail for 1 penny? You get these 10 CDs.
Right.
Oh my God. What was the name of that company?
Oh yeah, it was.
I keep thinking like Westinghouse, but that's not it. It was you would order, send 1 penny in the mail, and you'll get 10 CDs absolutely free. What was it?
Oh, Columbia House.
Columbia House. I knew it was a house. Columbia House.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying, Philippine Richardson said, not Philippine, Shauna Anderson said you and Chris would be great together. And I think she's right. If you guys were on a stage together, you guys singing together, that would be cool. You know, you got the younger voice, the older voice, and it's just, I think it would go well together.
Yeah, we could be like the new Rat Pack.
Oh yeah, Columbia House though. Remember, just send 1 penny, 1 penny for shipping and handling, and pick out 10 CDs, 10 records or tapes.
Yeah, there was also in the back of one of my comics. There was I saw it in several of my comics, but you could for like $1.99, you could get sea monkeys. Well, in the ad, it looked like real little people.
Right,
with tails, and my mom and dad would not go for me ordering some sea monkeys.
Couldn't get the sea monkeys, huh?
No, and I've had issues with that to this day, man. I tell you what.
So funny. Let's keep going, man. You got the groove, Philly. You got the groove.
Oh, diddly-doo. Another one Chris sang. This magic. Oh, I put this on my page yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Nice.
This magic moment, so different and so new, was like any other until I kissed you. And then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too. By the look in your eyes, sweeter than wine, softer than a summer night. Everything I want, I have, whenever you hold me tight. This magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever. Forever till the end of time.
Huh. I think that was my best singing ever right there.
It was good. It was awesome.
End of time.
Whoa. Whoa.
I wanted to sing a couple of NSYNC songs for Joey Fatone earlier, but those aren't in my wheelhouse, Phil.
Yeah,
just
well,
my wheelhouse. All I know is bye, 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 bye,
bye. I grew up. My daughter was a young teenager, and that's all I heard for months, for years.
Every little thing I do never seems enough for you.
And one of my favorites was, let's see, what was it?
You don't want to lose it again.
You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. Yeah. So tell me what to do now, 'cause I want you back.
Keep going. Go ahead.
It's hard to say I'm sorry. It's hard to make the things I did undone. A lesson I've learned too well for sure. So don't hang up the phone now. I'm trying to figure out just what to do. I'm going crazy without you. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. So tell me what to do now when I want you back.
You're all I ever wanted. How about you tearing up my heart when I'm with you? And no matter what I do, I feel the same with or without you.
Yeah. NSYNC. Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees.
Yeah, and you remember? Do you remember "Color Me Bad"?
Yeah. What was their big tune?
It was "Dream On" lyrics.
Yeah, they had a big hit, right?
Yeah, they had "Dream On, Dream Away." I think I'm gonna have to stay forever. I adore mi amor.
Mi amor.
Chica, tú eres mi vida, la tenuda y alegría, amor. Y este sueño contigo será verdad. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that was the group back in the day.
Can you say sueño on TV these days or no?
You might have to beep it out. You never know.
Sueño. What about that? My love, mi amor. Oh my God, I remember that song. So funny.
Yeah, and another one they had. My wife is going to kill me for singing it.
Color Me Bad.
It's tick tock, you don't stop, and a tick tock, you don't
tick tock, you don't stop.
I wanna sex you up.
Oh, I remember
all
that.
night. Yeah.
I wanna sex you up. Tick tock, you don't stop.
That was a good one back in the day.
How about girl, you are to me all that a woman should be, and I dedicate my love to you always. Oh boy, I love you so. You can't find enough ways to let you know. Remember that song? When you come around, you bring brighter days. Ooh, you're like the sun, chasing all the rain away. That's always when you come around.
Atlantic Star, I remember that.
Philly, we finished up. You ever watch Umbrella Academy on Netflix?
Yes, one of my favorite shows.
You've watched Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
With the kids and the father?
Yeah.
Are you up to date? You finished the 2 seasons?
No, I did the first. No, wait. So there's Umbrella Academy, and then there's a that came out later with the second Umbrella. Let's see.
There's two. There's 2 seasons and another one coming.
Okay.
But it's with it's the same show we're talking about, right? With the kids, they all have powers.
Yeah, and they got the monkey was the
yeah. The monkeys, they're their uncle. And wow, so what are you up to? Because we just finished the second season. It's insane. The whole show is insane.
Oh shoot, the last one I saw, because I've been binge watching some other ones since then, but I started season 2. It's just after, the last season, the last show, they wound up huge explosion, and
they're back in Dallas.
Yeah, they're back in Dallas now, and so I'm starting. I think I'm on the second show now.
Oh, it's just wild. I said to my daughter, I watch with my 11-year-old. We just went through it because we were watching it every day. And I said, whoever wrote and created this show had to be on mushrooms when they wrote this thing. because and it's everything just ties together, in the future and the past and it's just so wild with the Kennedy assassination comes into play, and it's just wild how they weave it all in there. But it's an insane show. Season 2 is wild, and the ending for where they leave you off on season 2 is great. Yeah. And it says season 3 is coming, on the way.
Nice. I gotta, I just wrapped up Breaking Bad last night.
Oh, did you? You finally saw the whole thing?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're talking about whoever writes these things. They must have some of the most genius. Netflix has some of the most genius writers that ever lived.
Well, Breaking Bad was on.
That's
AMC.
Right. It did. Yeah.
I think it was AMC with what's his name, Vince Gilligan.
Yeah,
but it's just, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and so if they do another Breaking Bad series, I want to audition. So, hey Vince, if you're watching,
give me
a shout, and because, in fact, I'll audition for you right now.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
I've actually got the glasses. Say my name. Say my name. That's
Beautiful.
Where you go.
You're hired.
Phil.
I am the guy knocking. Right? What's he say to his wife? I am the bad man knocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what a great that's still one of my top 1-2 right there. Breaking Bad, top 1-2. It was so I could see you playing one of those police officers in New Mexico. In that show, right?
Yeah, I want to. I want to.
All right, listen, man. You want to let's finale it up, baby. Look at us with a special Monday edition of the Suki and Scott Show. This, of course, will be up for the rest of eternity. You can watch it whenever you like. Great interviews. Joey Fatone, Chris Ruggiero, and, of course, great shows coming tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Yep. Well, let's finish it up with our special Monday show with a goodbye song. It goes something like this.
All right.
Kiss me each morning for 1,000,000 years. Hold me each evening by your side. Tell me you'll love me for 1,000,000 years. Then if it don't work out, and if the show is over, then you can tell me goodbye. All right, everybody.
If it don't work out, good day, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Good day, sweetheart. Oh,
well, it's time
to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say, good day. Sweet.
Good day, good morning, good night, sweet.
Good evening.
Phil, where the hell are we? I mean, it's morning in some places, I guess, right? It's night in some.
Yeah. At any rate.
Good night, sweetheart.